Hello, my lovelies. I understand you have to make an itinerary. Well, for some of you who have never done that before, let me explain what that is and how you can do it. First of all, an itinerary is just a fancy word for a schedule. All the things you're going to do and sometimes need on your trip. So here is a little article about how to make an itinerary for every trip you take. And this is a really good article. You can read through it. It says, making a travel itinerary may sound like a completely trivial waste of my precious time task to complete before you travel. But hear us out. It's actually really important, mostly because if you don't organize yourself before you go on a trip, a lot of times you can forget really important things or really important steps. So first you have to gather all the information you need. Flights, hotels, day of the trip, information, etc. You can create it by hand, like on a piece of paper. You can do a digital version, which is what I'm going to show you how to do. Copy and paste hotel information and things like that is a lot easier if you're doing it on the computer. Then you want to fill in day-to-day information you need. And then you want to make sure you email it to yourself, or you can save it in a Dropbox or on your smartphone, places like that. Also remember, smartphones sometimes die, so if you're going on an actual trip, you would want to make sure that you print off a hard copy for you, so that you have it in your little paws in case it dies, because you're going to have a lot of information on this, okay? And also, you want to leave an extra copy with a family member when you go on a real trip, because, you know, sometimes weird things happen and we wouldn't have to send out a search and rescue crew for you. You know, when you go off to the deepest, darkest, beautiful beaches of Fiji, and suddenly you go missing, we would need to know that you went to Fiji, okay? In all seriousness, this is what an itinerary is good for. So things you would want to have on your itinerary are the hotel and or rental address of where you're staying, the phone number for that place, confirmation number. Whenever you register for a hotel or a rental place, they give you a number that says, yes, you have registered here, and here is a number that says you have. That's a confirmation number. Okay. Also, the amount you paid for tickets ahead of time and any receipts or confirmation numbers. These are important things to have, showing proof that you've paid for it so they don't try to scam you out of it. Name of a travel agent or a booking agent. And because you're going to be doing all of this online, you want to write down the website source where you got all your information from, because that proves that you did all this work, that you found what you need. In case there's a problem along your way on your travel, you can go back to that website and you can say, look, this is where I got it from. I booked this trip. It's legitimate, okay? Other information you want to have is if you have a passport, you're going to put your passport information there, the time and date of your flight, if there's a flight number, because sometimes there's several planes going to the same place. You want to make sure you get on the right one. If you have a frequent flyer number, that means you fly so much on, say, Delta, that you get special VIP treatment, very important person, okay? Also, let's see, what else do we need to put down there? Same thing if you're flying on or going on a train, same kind of information. Same if you happen to travel on a bus. Sometimes the plane doesn't take you exactly where you need to go, and you land, you have to get on a bus or take a taxi. You want to write all that into your itinerary, because it's not enough to say, okay, I'm going to fly from Smyrna to, I'm going to fly from the Atlanta airport to Fiji. Well, how are you going to get to your hotel? Are you going to take a taxi? Is there a bus? How are you getting there? So you want to include all that information on your itinerary so you know exactly what you're doing and how you're getting there. And plus, also another thing to include on your itinerary are any tours you're taking. Are you going to travel to Egypt? And if you are, when you get there, are you going to tour the pyramids? Okay, you want to write down the dates and times of those tours on there so you know where you're meeting and when it ends and where you meet when it's over. Are you going to Florida and then you're going to go to Walt Disney World? Okay, well, when you go to Walt Disney World, are you going, which parks are you going to? Where are you going to meet your people that you're going with? Did you get the fast pass? That eliminates time and lines. So these are all things you want to put on your itinerary. So you know exactly where you're going and who you're going with and where you're meeting. Things like, are you packing a lunch or are you eating in the park? It sounds like a lot of information, but it really is helpful when you're that detailed. If you're going out of the country, you want to make sure you include your embassy or State Department information, because the last thing you want is for some kind of horrible bad thing to happen and not know where your embassy is, okay? Because they're the ones that help you in times of trouble if you're overseas. And last but not least, if you are traveling with a friend, you want their information on your itinerary, including some kind of, medical information. Like if you're traveling with a friend and they happen to have diabetes, you want to know that, because if all of a sudden you've been on a long tour and you've been seeing all the sights and they forgot to eat and they suddenly start needing some medicine, you want to know about that sort of thing. So these are all kinds of things you need to put on an itinerary just to help you out. You can set up your itinerary in a lot of ways. One simple, easy way to do it is if you go to Microsoft Office, you can open up a Word document. If you go to, I wonder if there's, let's look and see if they have a document for a template for itinerary. Let's see, let's do a search, see if they do. It's searching to see if I have, let's go back. It was just looking in here. I don't think they have, well, there's a travel brochure. That'd be fun if you make one of those, wouldn't it? I don't know if that's part of this or not. Business letters, assignments, cover letters. Yeah, I don't see, oh, explore all templates. Here we go. Browse by category. Here we go. Search. Itinerary. See how I'm doing this? I'm just typing in the search bar. Meal planner, letterhead. Yeah, travel itinerary. So look, here is a template for your itineraries in Microsoft Word 365. So you can pull one of these up. So here's one for Word. You just pull that up and you can download it. I'm going to open it up. And there it is. See how up here it says enable editing? So I'm going to click that, enable editing. And now I can make it mine. First I'm going to go up here and save it for what I want it to be. I'm going to save mine right here. Itinerary, and then my name, and save. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, it's trying. This is trying to get me to buy it, so I'm going to click no thanks. Where'd it go? Edit in browser. Where'd it go? Good grief. Oh, there it is. It's already there. There it is. Okay, there it is. See? There it is. It went away from me. Don't make the mistake I did. So there it is. Itinerary Susan Whaley saved. Okay, and now you can just change it and enter all the things. See, it's got your personal information, business information, emergency medical information, personal data. This is if you're flying by an airplane, car rental information, hotel itinerary, credit cards, traveler's checks, all kinds of great stuff. Now you can change whatever you like, or leave out stuff, or you can just freestyle it and make what you want to be on it. Okay? So if you have any questions, you can always email me. You can check me on Padlet. You can ask any one of us. We're all available to you. Okay? Love you guys. I miss you. Bye-bye.